Darkdrift Everdark Sovereign is much better than the boss we had last week. Fulgor was a favorite of mine before this new phase was released, and this week-long event makes him even better. I had the run all planned out before I went into Limveld. On day 1, I would focus on Everjails. I had a relic that boosted my attack power by 5% every time I cleared an Everjail. My goal was to knock out at least 3. For the second day, I would take out a field boss before heading into Naklateo, where I would level up to 15, along with getting some fantastic weapons. The character I chose, of course, was Wilder, since he is the Nightfarer I am most comfortable with. The grappling hooks added to my mobility, and the pile bunker was the pile bunker. I won't do the play-by-play as I did for the last video, as my strategy hasn't changed since. I made sure to visit a cathedral, where a stone sword key was behind the altar, and a Lordsworn castle, where another key was behind the boss. These, plus the key I started with, gave me the 3 I needed. The first ever jail prisoner was a Crucible Knight. This fight is no problem normally, and with Wilder's ultimate, it is even less of a problem. The next fight was the Nox duo. Last video I challenged them as Duchess at level 3, now I am level 5 on a tankier character, wielding a Bleed Greatsword, so this encounter went a bit better. The last ever jail I visited surprised me with a Godskin duo. I had an ultimate charge on me to take the noble out of the fight early, and made it out of there before the night closed in. That is the first time I've seen the duo in an ever jail in 50 hours of gameplay, and they awarded me with the oldest jail achievement. If I wasn't using my beloved Wilder and already at level 10, the Night 1 Revenant would be annoying. However, Wilder has solid HP and poise breaking potential. After the first poise break, I finished with a pile bunker to stagger the Revenant again, and that was all she wrote. Right outside of Naklateo, there was a dragon boss fight that received the same treatment as the Revenant. Heading into the city, the Black Knife intercepted me. She did not have any fun drops, but she did give me enough runes to reach level 13. The Estelle fight in the deepest part of the dungeon was uneventful until the drops came down. I had the option between 2 different Dragon King Crag Blades. Legendary weapons dealing the boss weakness damage type. This was the best case scenario. I grabbed the revive buff and melted the Dragonkin soldier on my way out. I was already level 15, but I'm glad I fought it for the extra revive. With some time to spare until the circle closed in, I decided it was an opportune time to pick on Loretta, who was hanging outside the city entrance. She dropped the Murray Executioner sword. If I didn't already have the best weapon in the game for the upcoming fight, I would have loved to give this greatsword a spin in Night Rain. Pun intended. Commander Nile was the Night 2 fight. At level 15, with a legendary armament, this battle was no contest. For Night 3, I opened the door to the Night Lord with a legendary effective heavy thrusting sword, level 15 with 200,000 extra runes to spare, a Crimson Burst crystal tier, and a total of 5 revives. It goes without saying, but I liked my chances here. Fulgor jumped into the arena already at phase 2, with his usual moveset of long sweeping attacks and AoEs. The lightning damage on my sword stunned him out of his special move, and inflicted the centaur with a lightning damage over time. A little before halfway through the fight, Fulgor regrows his missing arm, and gains several new moves, along with the stomps and charges from earlier phases. He can now use his weapon as a twin blade and a bow. The bow can come out fast, or have a preamble that includes the boss skipping majestically through the air before calling down a nuke with the bow. There are 2 major twin blade moves. One is a 3-hit combo that finishes with a jump on the ground and explosion, and the other has more swings than I care to mention. You'll know the crazier twin blade move is coming out by how long he twirls it before attacking, so be sure to get some distance before you see this wind up. The fight got a little sloppy at the end, but I managed to beat this boss without using a revive. Now, why does this fight feel so much better than Adel's? I would say it's due in part to the contrast between the phases. Fulgor's twin blade and arrow moves feel distinct from his long wind-ups and AoEs in phase 2. Also, compared to Adel's vortices he creates on himself and the map, this fight is much easier on the eyes while still containing its fair share of crazy moves. So far, Fulgor is my favorite Everdark Sovereign, and with Sentient Pest next, will remain so for a little bit. The build I used contained Knight of the Baron, the Stone Sword Key relic that granted me a boost after every Everjail, and a relic to create fire spread after the pile bunker. For more videos like this at least every Friday at 5 PM Eastern Time, be sure to like and subscribe to the Jersey Side.